The T+35 FTD cycle, a theory so tantalizing it promises a veritable financial renaissance every few weeks. For the uninitiated, T+35 refers to the time it supposedly takes for failed-to-deliver FTD shares to be rectified, leading to a sudden surge in stock prices. The idea is simple. Short sellers, or SHFs, short hedge funds, play a relentless game of musical chairs with borrowed shares, only to face the music every 35 trading days. This cycle should theoretically force them to cover their positions, causing the stock price to skyrocket. Sounds thrilling, doesn't it? Except here we are again, and where's the promised pump? Nowhere in sight. Let's talk about these SHFs, these shadowy entities operating behind a veil of complex financial instruments. They short stocks into oblivion, making a tidy profit as they do so. Yet, when it comes time to pay the piper, they pull out the bag of dirty tricks to avoid coughing up the dough. It's a bit like a gambler constantly getting bailed out by the casino while everyone else is stuck playing by the rules. We've been sitting here breathlessly waiting for this magical T+35 day, expecting the stock price to shoot up like a geyser, but instead we get a damp squib. It's as if we were all promised a fireworks display and ended up with a soggy sparkler. The SHFs, with their nefarious ingenuity, always seem to find a way to kick the can down the road. They conjure up phantom shares, manipulate algorithms, and use high-frequency trading to keep the price suppressed. It's like trying to beat a casino that controls the roulette wheel. Ryan Cohen's recent statement at the shareholder meeting was supposed to invigorate us. We are focused on executing our transformation plan and maximizing long-term shareholder value, he said. A noble sentiment, certainly. But for those of us caught in the trenches of this financial war, it feels a bit like being told to hang tight while the cavalry is still miles away. The ATM offering, raising $2.137 billion, should be a game changer. It's supposed to provide GameStop with the war chest it needs to fend off these relentless short sellers. But even with this significant capital influx, the SHFs managed to keep the stock price tethered. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much we pour in, it never seems to fill up. Roaring Kitty, our beacon of hope, has increased his holdings to over 9 million shares. This should be a rallying cry, a signal that there's still a fight to be fought. But here we are, the retail investors, feeling like pawns in a game rigged against us. We expected fireworks, and instead, we're left staring at a stock chart that looks like a flat line. It's maddening. We watch as the SHFs use every trick in the book to delay, deflect, and deceive. They're like magicians pulling rabbits out of hats while we're left wondering if we're the ones being sawed in half. The SEC, our supposed watchdog, appears more like a toothless hound, occasionally barking but never biting. So here we stand, waiting for the next T+35 cycle, hoping against hope that this time will be different. That this time, the SHFs will finally be held to account. That this time we'll see the surge we've been promised. But until then, we grit our teeth, hold our shares, and prepare for the next round in this seemingly endless battle. In the end, the SHFs might think they can keep playing their games indefinitely. But remember, every game has an end, and every gambler eventually runs out of luck. We'll be here, ready for that day, holding our ground and waiting for our moment.